Good morning. It's early. Everyone in my house is asleep except for me. It's not so early. You're probably all awake because you're 5 and 6-year-olds. Some of you are a little younger, some of you are a little older. But in my house, I have teenagers and they sleep more. Someday you're going to sleep more. And it's going to make your parents really happy on a Saturday morning. So, all right. Today, we're going to do a quick math lesson. Parents, you can find information about teaching this lesson to supplement this as you work with your kids in the document. In my Google Classroom, it's under class assignments and then math. Click math, and then you'll see the this document that you can click, and it'll kind of tell you. It's called the 9 days of math or something. It's the first 9 lessons in unit 4. For kids and parents, when I'm finished with this lesson, you'll be able to do something in this book, and you'll find all this information in that document if you look for it. And specifically page 165, I think, and 166. So what we're going to be talking about today is comparing numbers. Comparing numbers. Now, here we go. When you're doing your numbers, you want to compare your numbers because you want to know, do I have more of one thing than the other? Do I have less of one thing than the other? Now, when you're doing this, sometimes you might know that. You might see that, let's see, I'm just going to get this out again. You might see that you go to the grocery store and you want to get one kind of fruit, and you see that on the shelf there are 3 apples. Let's say 3 apples. And there are 3 apples, and there are 2 oranges, but there are 3 kids in your family. So you can tell that there are more apples than oranges, right? But if you're doing this for math work, for a teacher or for your parents, especially as you get older, there's more work like this to do. You have to show your work. You have to show how you know. And the way you do that is to keep things lined up. Keep them lined up. So if you were going to do this, you could line these up. 3 apples. I'm going to draw a little apple over here. 2 oranges. I'll draw a little orange here. And we're going to compare. Let's see. One line from here to here. They go together. This one goes together, but there's one left over. We'll circle that. We'll circle it. How many more apples are there than oranges? There are 2. There's one more. I circled one more. So I would write the number 3 because there are 3. 1, 2, 3. I would write the number 2 like that. Now let me erase it and we'll try another one. Actually, I'm just going to do it on here because I'm going to show you how you'll do it when you do it on paper. Jack made 4 Valentines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Miss Gilbert made 2 Valentines. 1, 2. See how I lined them up? Jack made 4. Miss Gilbert, Jack and Gilbert. Jack made 4. Miss Gilbert made 2. How many more does Jack have than Miss Gilbert? You may know right away, or you may not. You might have to count but you have to show how you know. Here we go. Let's line them up. And then there are these left over. How many did Jack have? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many does Miss Gilbert have? 1, 2. Who had more? Yes, Jack has more. 2 more. So Jack has a greater number. We're going to be talking about greater or less. Greater. Jack has a greater number than Miss Gilbert. Greater. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to draw a G for greater and an L for less. All right, let's try another one. Oops. Okay. On this line, there are 4 circles. On this line, there are 6 squares. I mean, triangles. Triangles have 3 sides and 3 corners. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm going to do it wrong, and you tell me what I'm doing wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What did I do wrong? There's 6. I said 6. There's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 4 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4. What did I do wrong? When I show how I know, I must line up my drawings. It's really important to line them up. So I would do 6 like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And this has 4. So how many more? We circle the extras. These are extras. How many extras do we have? 1, 2. We have 2 extra triangles. 2 more triangles than circles. So which one is the less amount? Which one has less? Less. Would you rather have 4 tasty treats or 6 tasty treats? You'd rather have 6. There are more with 6. There's less circles. Less. So we'll write L, less. And by the 6, we'll write G for greater. Greater means more. Greater means more. Say greater. 6 is greater than 4. What am I saying? 6 is greater than 4. Okay, we're going to do one last example. These are pencils. They may not look like pencils to you, but they're pencils to me. Here we go. Pencils. 1, 2. 2 pencils. You know, when you're representing something in a drawing, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's just a quick drawing. It's not just a representation. It's not a real detailed drawing. Now, down here, there are 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, how do we compare? I'll tell you. First, we draw a line between the ones that match. Then we draw a circle around the extras. Let's count how many are at the top. 1, 2. And how many are down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is less? Which is less than? 2. 2 is less than. Which is greater than? Which has more than the other? The 7. It's greater. It has more. How many more does it have than 2? How many more is 7 than 2? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 7 is 5 more than 2. Okay, I hope this helps you and that you can look at the doc and that you can get started on page 165 of your blue activity book. See you later.